What's that?
This just seems like a bad idea.
You gotta do it yourself. That crank probably weighs as much as you.
It does. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm scared. You gotta back me up.
I got you back.
Oh my god. There's no way. Well, today is the day we are finally building my engine for the Pontiac Tempest, and I'm so excited. I have been talking about this for probably over a year now, and we've been waiting on parts for about I think it was like 6 months of waiting, but we finally have everything, fingers crossed, that we need to put this 6-liter together. And I say we, but really it's gonna be me doing all the work. So I have Danny behind the camera who's gonna be guiding me through the process, because this is my very first engine build, like from bottom to top, top to bottom. So I'm gonna be doing all the work here, and I'm a little nervous, but mostly excited, because as this car is cruising down the road, if anything happens, it's on me. But if all goes right, it's on me. So here it is. And I think what we're gonna get started with first are the cam bearings, because this thing doesn't have any. So let's get to it.
Fresh machine block.
Shout out to Dustin Lee Racing Engines, for handling the machine work and for getting all the parts over here. But yeah, it's time to stop chatting and get started.
Start building.
Okay, we just installed the cam bearings, and now I'm just gonna check this front one here to make sure the oil is aligned, the hole, and it is. Perfect. So that's all of them. They're all lined up. Wow, this was probably not a job that I could do solo, because it takes some real strength to kind of like whack these in here. Danny was doing it. I was holding the alignment cone here and holding the stand for moving. I feel like it is kind of like a 2-person job though, because we were also trying to line up the holes with the oil galley there. But hey, I know how cam bearings are installed now. I know exactly why they're installed this way and how the cam is lubricated. So, you know,
that's all you need to know.
Learning something new.
Cool, let's move on. We're gonna get the crankshaft in here next.
There we go. That felt good.
Looks good.
Okay, there's 2 more. So these are king bearings. So I'm just gonna line it up like that. That feels good, like even. And last one. Nice and clean.
So try to push a little bit inward.
Push in, inward,
and down, because what can happen is this is a sharp edge, so it'll kind of like scrape the back of the bearing. And then you can have a little bit of material. Not a huge deal, but okay. Now what we can do is we're gonna lubricate those bearings, and we'll set the crank in there, and I'll help you pick that up.
Okay, cool.
What's that?
This just seems like a bad idea.
You gotta do it yourself. That crank probably weighs as much as you.
It does. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm scared. You gotta back me up.
I got you back.
Oh my god. There's no way.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Forward.
Oh, sorry.
Right there. This has got to go.
Oh, this is this one? Okay. Sorry.
You got it. You got it. Just go down nice and easy. Perfect.
Oh, but it doesn't.
And there you go. Let's wiggle it just a little bit.
Muscled it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you made that look easy.
No, I did not. Sweating up a storm.
Okay, don't spin it yet. We're gonna check a few clearances here first, and then we'll move on to torquing them down.
Yeah, I'd also like to mention, I don't know if I said in the beginning, but this is not like a how-to video. This is just us putting it together, and it's my first engine build. So, the thrust bearing. Okay, 4.
Pretty fancy. You got studs.
I know.
What kind of power are you expecting to make?
It's funny because
1,000 horsepower?
oh
What's
my
going on
gosh. Okay, so we checked the clearances and everything is great. It's within spec. All of them are even. And now I'm going in, I just put the main caps in. I have the last one to do, but I just noticed that the number here is on the opposite end of all the other ones because these tabs, I guess, need to face forward. So sliding this one in. Ooh, she's tight. There we go. Seated. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the torque specs here. So this is gonna take some muscle, but I looked up the specs already on ARP's site. So the inners here are gonna be 60 pounds done in 3 steps, and then the outers are 50 pounds, and then the side bolts are 20 pounds. So I'm just gonna get these nuts on, and then we'll be right back with the torque wrench.
Spin it a little bit. Oh, okay. Spins nice.
This is so smooth.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. You don't want to spin it too much because you want to leave as much lubricant in there as we can.
Okay. So now I have to go for
Final
60
torque.
and 50.
Feeling tough? You want it bad?
I want it bad.
Let's see.
Okay, we're gonna break out this bad unit. This is only on 50, so hang on. Let me set this. All right, 60. This lock, there we go. Where's the other socket? Here it is. Okay. Oh my gosh. Everyone's gonna be like, hit the gym, like, which they're not wrong. Okay. Gonna do it.
Go for it.
Okay, this might be harder because now I'm doing it like on my own, holding the stand.
You wanted to build this motor by yourself.
I did.
I'm just a camera guy.
Oh, okay, I was right there. Oh, this ain't so bad. But those are only the first 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna run out of beer. Oof, barely made it.
Stop.
Come on.
Oh, okay. These are the awkward ones, though. Hang on. Just like hold it. There you go. One more. there. Ooh, I felt that one in my back.
Oh, was that your back that cracked, or was that the...
No. Just saying. Oh. Come on.
Oh.
Stop.
Well, I'm not gonna help you, so.
Okay, 60. Now I have to do 50. Oh shoot. This is the hard one. Hang on. Because I don't want this to go flying. Okay.
Wow.
Everyone settle down, settle down. I did it. I did it.
Wait, you're done? You're not done?
I'm not done yet. I still have to do the 20s aside.
Yeah, but you gotta double check. Are you sure you didn't forget to tighten one of those?
Okay, we're going back over them. Do them all over. Okay. Jump back on this thing. Now we're done.
Okay, good.
Double checked. Now we're done. Like I said, still have to do the side bolts, so those are 20 pounds. And then...
Wait, does your crank still spin after all of that?
Don't get in my head, please. Okay.
Okay, all right.
Still...
You don't feel any tight spots or nothing like that?
No, it's like really smooth.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Good job.
Okay, side bolts. Also, I feel like because this is on YouTube, I always have to make a disclaimer, but there is work that we're doing off camera. It's just really hard to like show you guys everything that we're doing. And like I said, this is not like a how-to video. It's just me building my engine. So don't freak out and be like, oh, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. We're doing it, we're building it. It's gonna go together right. Don't worry, we got it. Oh. Speaking of, I need
took my toe off.
I need a what are you wearing? Flip-flops for an engine install.
I'm not working.
That's true, you're not doing it. Okay, wait. You said this one just twists?
The Harbor Freight torque wrench.
The one that's broken? Hang on.
Oh man, it's almost dinner time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to finish this video tomorrow. My cameraman's getting tired and hungry.
Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? I'm putting this big socket.
See?
Oh, we're both getting
We're
tired.
gonna have to pick this up tomorrow.
Actually, I should just start these. Hang on. Should just get these started. That would be the smarter thing to do.
You pay me with dinner, right? And drinks?
Yes. That's Danny's payment because he's been patient and letting me do my thing, even though this would probably take him half the time, maybe even less. I owe him. And I'm so happy to be doing this though. This is like the most fun. Okay. This other side, sorry guys. Get these torqued.
What happened to your speed wrench?
I just abandoned it because it's just easier to spin this like this. Even though I love this speed wrench.
You don't want to look cool anymore?
I do. There'll be plenty of opportunity for the speed wrench.
It's on your cylinder heads.
Yeah, that's like...
Gonna
that's
look
the
real
good
cool.
Stuff. Yeah. Look like a hot rodder. Okay. Let's go. 20 pounds. I got this. This ain't nothing. Oh, starting here.
Is that a 58 tooth reluctor?
Yes, it is. It's a Gen 3 6-liter, but we're doing the 58 tooth deal. Oh, and my, like, because I set it up for, like, my Holley EFI and everything is going to be 58 tooth as well, so. All right, so that is the crank and mains And is that it for today?
That's it for today.
Okay.
Tomorrow we can gap the rings. I'll let you gap them. We have a ring gapper here, manual one. And then I got an electronic one up there, a nice expensive electric one, but you don't get to use that.
No,
yet.
I want to use this one.
Yeah.
I like manual, like everything. So we're gonna cut it here and we will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. I am back to work on my 6-liter and I'm just unboxing my CP Carrillo pistons. They are looking like jewelry and I've always loved CP's packaging. Just really simple but nicely tightly packed so you don't got to worry about anything. But got the rings here, got the clips here, and then the pistons right here. I already have one open because this is the one that went to the machine shop, but check them out. They're so pretty. So these are their bullet series, and the part number on this one is BLS1145-005. So this is a 4005 piston to match the block with negative 2.7 cc valve reliefs. And it's a beaut. So I just wanted to do a flat top for a little up in compression as compared to, you know, like the LQ4s, whatever would have came with a dish. So we're doing it. They look really good. I went ahead and marked all of the nuts here and studs rather, just to prove that they're all torqued down, double and triple check them. So mains are torqued and I'm just about to get started on hanging the pistons to the rods, doing all that, filing the rings. It's gonna be a lot of work this morning, but I figured now would be a good time to go over my combination and what my idea was. So this here is a Gen 3 6-liter block with a factory crank, so factory 3622 stroke, although I did go with the 58 tooth reluctor wheel for this deal. I think I mentioned it before, this is to match with the Holley Terminator unit that I ordered. So factory crank, 6-liter iron block. I know I wanted to do aluminum, but we got Gen 4 connecting rods here because these are plenty beefy. And we got, like I mentioned, these are the CP Carrillo flat tops. They're part of the bullet series. So 4005, negative 2.7 cc valve relief. And then underneath there, I have the AFR enforcer heads that will go on this thing. And those, I'll provide the specs once I get them opened. And then my camshaft is just over here. So that's a bullet racing cam and it's a 218 228 on a 108 lobe separation angle. I think it's like 570 something lift. I'm gonna double check, but it's a low lift deal. It's nothing crazy. It's not even a very wild camshaft. I just needed something that was gonna be, you know, a good reliable street motor, but with some lope to it, and I think we're gonna get that. So that's a rundown on the combo. Let's get back to work.
You gonna cook something up?
I'm cooking up a 6-liter.
Nice apron.
Thank you. This is my first ring that I'm gapping and I have a lot more to go, and this is very time consuming and very scary because there's no do-overs. Like, you can't add more material back. So I've been doing this like a million times, and I think I'm happy with top ring for cylinder 1. So
looks straight.
Did the math and it checked out to where it wanted like 0.018
for this.
Yeah, for the top ring.
Okay.
So I just put the feeler gauge in and it feels good to me. Just gonna make sure I do it straight. I mean, yeah. So that feels, I'm gonna have you double check the feel and then I'm gonna go ahead and do all the other ones. I am all finished filing rings. I am gonna go back and double check everything though, just because I wanna be like 100% safe. But I did the math, and with my 4.005-inch bore, the ring end gap on the top rings was suggested to be around like 18 thou. The second ring was 20 thou, and then these just have their minimum requirement of 15 thou for the oil rings. So I've been super organized. I put them all back in the boxes per cylinder. So that is all done. I just want to clean up a little bit here and then double check everything. So I want to be fully transparent with you guys. We did run into a little bit of a hang up, but it's currently being resolved. So the piston pins here are just a little too big for my Gen 4 bearings. So on the small end, the bearings in there, these are just a little too big. So we ran them over to Kenny Duttweiler's shop, and he's actually going to take away some material to get these to slide through properly. I guess it was best case scenario, so it's better to have, too big a pin and then take away material rather than too loose and have it just kind of like, wiggling around in there. So I'm not upset about it, but it's definitely putting a little bit of a hold on the progress for today. We're gonna see what else we can do, but I'm really proud of myself for doing the rings. I was very, very, very patient and just kept going back and forth on the filer, the little hand filer here, and I think I got it, but gonna double check everything and clean up. I have been dreading this particular job since we started this whole engine project. I am currently trying to do the Trunnion upgrade. So, factory LS rockers look a little something like this. You have your Trunnion and you have your bearings protected by an inner and outer race. So this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like when it comes apart. So it's pretty scary to think that all that could be in your motor. I don't know what the likelihood of these things falling apart is, but it's enough to scare me into doing a Trunnion upgrade. And plus, this is just a better design for the rockers anyway. So I have one of them pressed out here using the vise. And CHE gives you specific instructions on how to do this. But here are the new trunnions with the bushings. And then you have your clips, which I imagine that's going to be pretty annoying as well. So this job kind of sucks. And here we are on the vise. I have to see if I'm strong enough to do all of these. I might need to call in Danny to like muscle it for me. We'll see. I'm going to do the best I can. I'd also like to mention that while we do have a hydraulic press in the shop, this thing would take forever just trying to pump it a million times. The right tool for the job is an arbor press, but I'm going to be using the vise. It's just on the bench here. It's pretty simple. It's not permanently mounted, so we just have that going on. But I'm going to get into it and see what I can do with the vise. No, it's a video. This is not happening at all.
Not strong enough?
I can like feel it in my arm.
This is tough for me to just stand back and watch you struggle through all this, but like I have to. Like this is the only way you're gonna learn to.
I know. Plus, I wanted to do this, but.
Okay. Well.
No.
But if you can't turn it yourself, then maybe find another way that you can do it.
So, slip something onto this with like a big old handle.
Nah, I was thinking.
Okay, I'll be right back. Almost. Oh! Did I just do it? Oh my gosh! Yay! Yes, I got it! Oh, and there go all the needle bearings. Oh! Yes! Oh, that's so rewarding. Sorry guys, this is like the little accomplishments for me, because to do a job and not have to call the guys to like muscle it for me, it's big. So there it is, it's pressed out, and that was one. Have to do 14 more. I'm gonna be here a while.
Getting her done?
Getting her done. Some of them are falling apart. Like some of them, the bearings are like going everywhere, but I'm putting them in this.
Yeah.
But some of them are like staying together.
Well, those ones that fell apart, they could have fell apart in your engine.
I know. I was like wondering that though. I wonder what the likelihood of like them falling apart is, or like how often does that happen for...
I think when you start upgrading your camshaft, it puts more stress on the needle bearings. But in stock application, I'm sure they're probably just fine.
Yeah.
And your cam is not that big, so those would probably be fine. But if you already have that kit...
Yeah, it's a nice kit.
Yeah, plus you're getting the experience.
Yeah, this is fun, so... Next one.
Alright, we'll get it done. We got an engine to build. Let's get this show on the road. Got that?
If Andrew was here, he'd be like, what's taking so long?
It's taking so long. Goddamn, the hell?
You know, we're not setting an example right now, that's for sure.
You're gonna have a lot of comments saying, where's your safety glasses?
Right here. You know, sometimes you forget them. The other day I was building an engine in moccasins. I did it, so that is all 16 of them there. I pressed out all of the trunnions and bearings, and all the needles are going everywhere. So I'm glad to be doing this. Now I'm just gonna clean up the inside here with maybe some sandpaper, Scotch-Brite, where the old bearings were, and then clean these things up a little and start installing the new trunnion kit. I moved back to the engine room, and now I'm just gonna start putting the new trunnions and bushings in my factory rockers. So I cleaned them up as best I could, and basically you're just gonna take one of these, put it through one end, put the trunnion through, and then take the other one and put it through the other end, and then use a snap ring on either side to retain it. I got the technique down and it's in. This was actually way easier than I thought, and it's a really good design. It just freely moves and I like it. So I'm gonna do these to the other 15, and I think that's it. Trunnion upgrade is complete. This was not as hard as I thought it was gonna be. I was really loathing this job, and it ended up actually being kind of fun once I got rolling on it. So we only have one screwed up snap ring. Thank God CHE includes one extra one, because that literally saved the day. But here they are, all finished, and now we can move on to probably the camshaft. Okay, camshaft time. This right here, I can't take full credit. My friend Dustin Lee helped me spec this thing out for this engine. This is just gonna be a little street motor. I just need it to be reliable. But one of the requirements was I needed it to have some lope at idle. When I'm at those red lights, I just wanted to hear this thing and have it sound like a real muscle car. So we picked out this Bullet racing cam. It's a 218, 228 at 50 on a 108 lobe separation angle. So I think with that tight LSA, it should sound pretty good. And it's a pretty like mild deal, very like low lift cam. It's nothing crazy, but like I said, we're not going too crazy on this build. Just need it to sound good. So here it is. Now I gotta lube this thing up, and then you just take a hammer, right? And you just
yeah, big mallet, and smack it, and it just goes all the way into the back, and you're good.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay.
Got the red lube.
The red stuff. Okay. Gonna guide this thing in. Ooh. I don't even know why I have the speed wrench, because I'm not using it. Hang on. Ooh, lost it. There we go. Okay, now we're using it. Last one. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Okay. She is in.
That was your first time installing a cam?
Second time.
Yeah.
But that was that went smooth, I think. A lot of clanging, but
I put that on there for you so that way you could install it easier, but
I wasn't really using it to my advantage. I can see how though, I get it. It's because then it would like lift it up, so then you follow it through. Yeah, I can see that.
Next time.
Next time. Okay, so now, this thing?
Yeah. Really, we should have the pistons already installed before all of this, but we're waiting on those to come in.
Yeah, waiting on the rods.
The rods to get resized.
Mm-hmm.
What you looking for?
I need a puller tool because we don't have a crankshaft timing gear. Oh, are all of these the pullers?
I don't know. Look through all of them. So you want to open it up. And I think we could just choke it around the bottom side of the gear here, and then I'll yank the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is your first time using a puller like this?
On a crank, yes. I've done a steering wheel, but not a crank.
Okay.
So, okay. Just give it some, hang on. Oh, we're on the wrong setting. That would help. Okay. Oh boy.
Is it moving?
I can barely see if it is. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh!
You can just pull it off now.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Yes, I got it. Okay. We got it. That wasn't so bad. Cool. We put the cam in, then realized the crank timing gear wasn't on this crank. So I actually had to rob it off of another crankshaft that I had for another 6-liter, and had to basically press this into place. We didn't have a tool large enough, so it took some very careful love taps to get this here. And now I have the timing chain and the cam gear. So I'm gonna wrap this around like that, and then
So there's a location on this. It's a dot circle, or in this case it's that little U thing right there. So you're gonna line that up with down here. There should be a dot somewhere on there, and you want to put that up to the top. So go ahead and rotate it up to the top, so it's straight up. The dot.
Oh, the dot. Here it is. Okay. So yeah.
Like that.
Okay, now this needs to be rotated a little bit to where this is, like there. Oh, come on. Dots are lined up. Dot, dot.
Perfectly.
It looks it to me.
Okay.
Okay guys, we are pulling up to O'Reilly. It's kind of late right now. We're hoping they have a timing chain because ours is sloppy. Okay. Sorry, we also had beers, so we're a little lit.
No, it's fine. We'll just.
I can write it out.
No, it's fine. We'll just pay for it. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
We got it. We're gonna test fit it and then celebrate if it works.
Beers on you.
I know, on me, because he drove, so.
Ladies first.
Thank you. All right, so that is resolved. I don't have to order one from Summit after all and delay the whole build. So shout out to O'Reilly Auto Parts once again for saving the day. They had this Cloy's timing chain in stock at the Oxnard location. Thank God, because now it is on here and there is not as much slack as before. So this is acceptable. Gonna run this. Thank you again, O'Reilly Auto Parts, for always having what we need. Love you guys. All right, guys, we got my Gen 4 rods back from the machine shop. Shout out to my boy Sal for always making it happen, especially like super last minute. West Coast Engine, check them out. So the issue we were running into was the wrist pin was not fitting here whatsoever. So they clearanced the bearing on the small end and now it'll happen. Just got to lube it up first. But right now we just figured out the piston rod orientation. So we have, where's the other one? Right here. So we have this dimple will be going forward to the front of the block if this is cylinder 1. So that way this flat piece here will ride against the other rod on the same journal. And then eyebrows up and just like that. So let's make it happen.
The realities.
Okay, so this is the situation. I knew this was going to be an issue, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I just cannot seem to press these in. Like, it's such a finessing and like such a, you need to have some real strength driving these in. So I have the orientation for all the pistons right, but now I don't know. Let's see if we can do this. So I'm gonna put this in. Basically has to kind of be seated and then like pressed like that. And then your thumb has to go. Shoot, no way. Hang on.
I wish I had like a tip for you. This is just, it just requires a lot of strength to do it. There's actually a tool that they make. I just don't own one.
I'll be buying one, that's for sure. Come on. If I just had a little bit more, I could do this. Hang on.
Come on. How bad do you want it?
It's not through lack of effort, that's for sure. Oh, no.
All right, guys. The reality is I'm going to have to do this part for her. Lucky me. And she gets to do all the fun parts, like install everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. The wrist pin clips are in. That was all Danny. I'm gonna be fully honest. He had to wrestle those in there, and it was not easy. There's not really like a strategy to it. Apparently there's a tool which I'll be buying in the future. So yeah, Danny did the clips on the pistons, and I think I have the orientation 100%. So now it's just time to put all the rings on and then bearings and get this thing in the motor. So that is the completed short block. We have everything torqued down, marked, and double verified just to be safe. And I think we're gonna call it here for tonight because we are absolutely beat. Not only were we working on this engine project today, but we've been working on my Tempest interior, which has been a whole project in itself and a complete transformation. So that video will be out next week. You guys will see the entire interior was like completely transformed. So yeah, I think I'm happy that we got the short block done. Tomorrow in the morning, we're just going to slap the heads on, valve train, and I think that's a motor. So
Good job.
Thank you.
You did good.
Thank you.
She's doing all the work, most of it.
Most of it. Danny had to do the piston clips, obviously, and then this was kind of like a two-person job to get the pistons in. I mean, I maybe could have done it on my own, but it was like, let's just get this done. Yeah. So thank you. But yeah, we will see you guys in the morning. Also, we just spun the motor over, and damn, these CP Carrillo flat tops are doing it for me. It's too bad we're never gonna see these again, hopefully. So, saying bye to my beautiful flat tops.
Until we put a turbo on it.
Oh boy.
Blow it up.
Stop.
Lifters.
Good morning. We are back on the 6-liter, cooking up some lifters for breakfast. These are coated in motor oil. Just sliding these in. Nothing interesting. We'll check back in when we get to like the fun stuff. Which lifters are we using?
What do you mean?
Which brand is this?
Oh.
Armor, whatever.
What the heck? These from freaking World War II, or what's up with this packaging? Slam them in. I'm sure they'll work great. They were used on an army tank or something.
The lifters are in, lifter trays are tightened down, and now I have these Chevy Performance head gaskets. These are a 420 bore, so slightly larger than what we have, and they're 51 thousandths thickness. We already measured the pistons. We brought piston 1 and 2 up to the top, took measurements, and I believe they were like 9 thou out of the hole.
9 thou.
Yeah, so we did the math, and these are what we're running. So this goes to the front, like that. And also clean the deck, of course, and the gasket, so the surfaces are nice and clean. So that is laid down. And the other one.
Well, let's put this head on first.
Okay. Okay, this is the part I've been waiting for, the heads. So I have these AFR enforcers right here. I'm gonna put them on the engine, and then I'll give you a little explanation on the specs of these things. But they are beautiful, and let's see if I can do this. Shoot. I got it.
Got it?
Almost. Let's do this again.
That's that dowel that doesn't want to go in.
Oh, you just force it?
Enforcers.
Okay, so while we have the first head on here, I'll just quickly go over the specs. So this is AFR's Enforcer LS1 head, and the Enforcer is AFR's budget line of heads, because as you guys know, AFR makes beautiful CNC ported heads, but they're really pricey. So this was to meet their market of customers who want a budget-friendly head. And the specs on this thing, it's a 210cc intake runner, 64cc chambers, 202 intake valve, and 1.6 exhaust valve. So I thought this was gonna be perfect for this combination with the flat tops. I'm gonna have some good compression. I can do the math after with the deck, the gasket, and the chambers to get the exact number. But for now, this is it. So in essence, it's like a ported 243, but it's awesome because for 1,100 bucks, it comes fully assembled, and you don't have to worry about getting machine work done or assembling your 243s. So I like them, and I get to rep the AFR name. So let's do the other side, and Let's finish this bad boy up.
Got enough energy in you?
I think so.
I kind of struggled with
I
that one a
struggled
little bit. This one will go smoother.
This one will. I'm gonna try and do this side a little smoother. I think I have a strategy down. Just a little weak, that's all. It would help if I would grab it maybe the right way. There.
There you go.
Okay. So.
Nailed it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yay! Okay. Wow, that was like a one shot, one kill right there. Okay, so heads are on, AFR enforcers are on. We have ARP head bolts for this steel. So this side is just very loosely done. I'm gonna put the lubricant on these ones, and then I'll start torquing everything down. ARP, baby. This is what I live for. Speed wrenching the head bolts, just snugging them up, but using my speed wrench. Just love this thing so much. And then we have the ARP torque specs and torque sequence on that sheet of paper that came with the head bolts, so that'll be next. This is a lot.
There you go.
Jesus. I need to lose the sweater. I'm like...
Come on, you got 25 more to go.
No. Come on, baby.
Come on, you said you wanted to build this motor yourself.
I am. I got this. Just trying to get my leverage point right.
Ooh, what's wrong with that torque wrench?
Why is it doing that?
It's kind of weird. I've never seen it do that before. Huh.
I mean, it's
Maybe
locked.
Yeah, maybe it's on its way out. Good thing it's Snap-on. I can get another one.
You know what I'm not looking forward to are gas prices with this hog.
Yeah, right. They're gonna be up to $8 a gallon by the time we're done.
Good thing I got my bumper sticker for the car. Okay, now I'm just gonna confirm all of them. And then the other side. Jesus Christ.
You're literally putting all your weight on it.
I'm
Your
actually kind of like off the ground.
Your foot came off the ground.
All right. As you can see, I did the rest of the head bolts, mark them, double check them. We got the push rods in, rockers, and now I'm just triple checking that these are good to go. Have to do the other bank. And then it's just, I guess it's the oil pump, front cover. We have a valley plate, valve covers, and intake. And I think that's it.
I think it looks great.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I'm so proud.
You did a very good job on this, especially for your first time. I will say, I know you think things didn't go so smooth, but I will tell you right now, they never do.
Yeah.
And you did really good.
Thank you. That means a lot for me.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was just like bawling my eyes off, like off camera, but it's because I was just like, wow, what a like mental gymnastics this all was, of like thinking up the combo, ordering everything, putting it together like so perfectly. It was a lot like for my first time, but I learned so much. When I do another engine build, it's gonna go a lot smoother, and I'm gonna know what I need to order ahead of time. And because as you can see, it's all here, but
it looks really good.
We are missing a few things: oil pan, fuel rails, injectors, and some valve cover bolts.
Some of that's due to back order. That's not your fault.
Yeah, a few parts we're still waiting on, but this is kind of like loosely mocked up.
It looks so good.
Thank you. So I'll just give a really quick recap on the combo one more time. So it's a 6-liter with factory crank, Gen 4 connecting rods, CP Crillo flat top pistons, Bullet racing cam, 218, 228 on a 108 LSA, AFR enforcer heads with these Hooker Blackheart LS Swap A-body headers, Granatelli Motorsports valve covers. I'm gonna have their coil packs and plug wires as well. And then Holley up top to finish off the combo with their intake, throttle body, and like I said, fuel rails. But I also have their mid-mount accessory drive, which is gonna go on and look pretty sharp. But yeah, guys, that is my first engine build. I'm like so emotional about it. I didn't think it would be like that. It's just an engine. But
wait until you're driving this thing cross country. It's gonna feel real good.
It's gonna feel really good. But
so you did it yourself. Good job.
Thank you, baby. Thank you for being so damn patient. But yeah, guys, I think that is gonna wrap it up for this video. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out some of the other videos on the channel, hit subscribe, and let me know what you think. And we will see you next time.